The Trump administration just released a fucking pedophile and allowed him to escape to Israel. I'm not kidding, they just released a literal pedophile and sent him back home. And he wasn't just any old guy either. He was a senior director in the Israeli National Cyber Directorate, luring children online. Tom Alexandrovich was arrested in Las Vegas last week at a conference that he attended as part of the Cyber Directorate. He and 7 others were arrested on felony charges for luring a child with a computer for sex acts. And officers involved in the sting are alleging that the Trump administration personally intervened at Israel's request to circumvent U.S. law and get this man released. The Trump administration directly intervened to secure the release of an Israeli cybersecurity expert and literal sex criminal. And why was he released? Because he is directly supervised by the office of Benjamin Netanyahu. But hey, what do we care? He's just one of many sex offenders released back into the state of Israel, isn't he? In fact, many pedophiles actually flee to Israel from the US to escape prosecution for their pedophilia-related crimes. Israel needs to stop being a safe haven for sex criminals, but that is incredibly hard to do when those same sex criminals are a part of your larger government.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, and to the speckled birds scattered throughout the 4 corners of the world, and to the few sisters who are listening to you, I say Shalom. Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson on the brother Chadashi from the GMS Chicago camp, coming back at you with another short, Lord willing, edifying lesson. And as you can see, the title of the lesson, I put Things Vocab Malone Doesn't Speak On, Part 3. And I put a video in the beginning of the lesson, as you saw this woman basically going into this situation that happened about last week. You know, and it says, I have an article right here to prove that it wasn't just, you know, a fake situation. I actually looked it up, and you have this article right here. It says, Israeli government official charged with soliciting 15-year-old girl in Las Vegas. Says, police say Tom Artyom Alexandrovich brought condom and thought he was meeting teenager for sexual contact. An Israeli government official charged with soliciting a minor believed he was meeting a 15-year-old girl for sexual contact, according to police, and brought a condom to the planned rendezvous in Las Vegas. And these are things that Vocab Malone doesn't make videos about, he doesn't bring up. And these are the so-called chosen people, man. You know? These are the people who say they are God's chosen people, that they are the true people of the scriptures, man. All right? And this is what they're doing. And you know, in the video that we just saw, she said that this guy is directly under the administration that's in the land of Israel right now, all right, with Benjamin Netanyahu, right? And she also said that the Trump administration directly intervened with the police department to stop this person and basically take them back to Israel, man. So as you can see, man, you know, these people, they're being helped by the higher powers in our government, man. All right? The higher powers in Babylon, in the Babylonian government, all right, and the higher powers in the Israeli government. And really, you know, it just goes to show that these people, they're not in trouble as other men, like the scriptures say, man. Because the scriptures say this, man. This is the book of Psalm 73, and I'm going to start off at verse 4. It says, Psalm 73 and 4 says, for there are no bands in their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. So when these people do wickedness, they're not in trouble as other men. You know, this man right here, which is a top government official in the land of Israel right now, the Holy Land, as we speak, a so-called chosen person was caught trying to have sexual contact with a 15-year-old girl, man. All right. And guess what happened? He was let go free. All right. He was let go free and nothing happened to this person, man. They're not in trouble as other men. They're able to do crimes on a high level. And you know, these are crimes that if a Hebrew Israelite committed it, you know, Vocab Malone will make countless videos on things like this, man. And these are things that other camps accuse us of. These are things that other camps and other people try to put a bad light on us because we go into Deuteronomy, the 22nd chapter, and break down exactly what that law is going into, man. But here it is. This chosen person was actually caught doing this act and he was let go free. And you got no videos from Vocab Malone bringing it up. Nobody is bringing it up. It's just people on the internet that are making videos about it, man. All right, that are shining the light on these wicked acts that these people are doing. All right, because this isn't the only video that I got, man. I also got this video right here. All right, it says, and this is the most moral army in the world. According in their own words, they said that they're the most moral army in the world. All right. I was going to save this for a part 4, but I might as well put it right here, man. It's only a short clip. But it says, Israeli sniper kills a child in Gaza and tried to kill the man that tried to retrieve the child's dead body. So look at this, man. So this is supposed to be the most moral army in the world, supposedly, right? But they actually killed the child. And here it is. This man is trying to retrieve the body. And he's trying to kill the man trying to retrieve the body, man. These people are disgusting, man. And the whole world knows it. The whole world sees it, man. All right. That's why, hey, very soon the famine of the word is going to come, man. And I believe that the famine of the word is going to be directly linked with all the exposing, you know, that's going on against these small hatters, man. All right. The famine of the word is going to be Esau Edom trying to shut up the prophets, but also trying to stop the exposing of his most protected fucking ally, which is the small hatters, man. These people do whatever the fuck they want all over the world. Have all these sex rings all over the world. You had a sex ring that was basically that was exposed over there in South America. All right, I believe it was in Mexico or Venezuela, or I forgot where it was, but you had all these little small hatters that got caught up in a sex ring and nothing happened to them, man. All right, you got this person, a high level Israeli official that got caught trying to sleep with a 15-year-old girl. Nothing happened. That's insane, bro. They're not in trouble as other men. They could do whatever they want, and they're not in trouble as other men. They could kill children. They're not in trouble as other men. It says verse 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Psalm 73 and 6, therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Look at these people, man. They're not in trouble as other men. So guess what? Their pride is through the roof, man. Hey, like that video where you had this Israeli woman in Thailand, and she was basically telling people that the only reason why you are even why you're even civilized is because my country civilized you, or something like that, man. And then the people in the restaurant started to kick them out. They started to get offended because these small hatters are, you know, everywhere they go, man, they're really prideful. They're very entitled. They feel as though you gotta jump through hoops to serve them. All right. And people are tired of these people's attitudes, man. They don't want to serve them. They don't want to deal with them. their ideologies are being exposed, the things that they believe in, the things that are written in their Talmud, everything is being exposed about these people, man. Their weird actions, their little rapey behavior, all that is being exposed, man. All right. It says, verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Look at what they speak about concerning the whole situation going on right now in Gaza, man. Concerning oppression, they speak wickedly, man. They don't care about that whole situation. They justify it through the scriptures. But even though they justify it through the scriptures, you don't have Vocab, Malone, and these apologists like God Logic, standing outside with a mic trying to, challenge them on their doctrine, man. But here it is. You got Vocab Malone. You got God Logic on a mic with Vocab Malone as his reader, challenging the Hebrew Israelites on our doctrine and our credibility as to being the real people of the Lord. All right, but these people who rape people, all right, who are trying to get with 15-year-old women, who are killing children, who are supposedly the most moral army in the world. All right, why does the most moral army in the world have government officials in high places that are trying to sleep with 15-year-old girls, man? Why is the most moral army in the world killing and sniping children and also trying to kill the men that was trying to retrieve the body of the dead child, man? What's up with that, man? And nobody is speaking up against this except people who are angry about it all over the internet and the Israelites, man. All right. And guess what? The whole world is really speaking against the Amalekites, man. The whole world hates Amalek right now, man. There's nothing, absolutely nothing that's going to help these people get out of the bad light that they're in, man. It says, a swarm of commentary online propelled in part by Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene speculated that ALEXANDROVICH had been shielded by the government at a time when the Trump administration has been struggling to contain criticism over unfulfilled promises to release all files related to the prosecution of the late disgraced financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. So, and then another thing too about Marjorie Taylor Greene is that Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually speaking up against the small hatters as well, man. So there's so much exposing surrounding the small hatters right now that Vocab Malone is just staying quiet on, man. He's not speaking up on it. He's not saying anything about it. No comments, no videos, no posts, nothing, man. And this guy's supposed to be like an apologist, a specialist in critiquing heresies and so on and so forth. Is this not a heresy, man? These people are literally justifying their weird, nasty behavior through their government that they have in place and through their beliefs and through Judaism and through the Talmud. But when it comes to the Israelites, you got the whole world trying to come up against the Hebrew Israelites. But these people are actually taking tax money and using it for weapons to kill children. They're in high places in their government trying to sleep with 15-year-old girls. Think about that, man. It says, the Department of State is aware that Tom Artyom Alexandrovich, an Israeli citizen, was arrested in Las Vegas and given a court date for charges related to soliciting sex electronically for a minor. It says he did not claim diplomatic immunity and was released by a state judge pending a court date. Any claims that the U.S. government intervened are false. So here it is. This article is saying that the government intervening is false. All right, but in the video, it's saying that she was saying that they did help. So who's lying? Who is lying, man? Who's lying? There's a lot of fishy behavior surrounding these people, man. Anytime a situation goes down, there's always a he said, she said, this person lied, that person lied, and this article comes out, and this article comes out, and out of nowhere you look up the small hatter's name, and you got all these different charities that pop up that they donated to. You know, it's like they try to, you know, put their name in a good light when they get exposed for doing some rapey shit, man. All right, these small headers get caught for doing this shit a lot, man. It's weird, bro. All right. And in the video, you know, this girl, she showed a map of all the offenders, right? All the offenders that be in the state of Israel. Look at that. The whole map. The whole map is full of them. That's insane, bro. That's another thing that Vocab Malone doesn't speak about, man. These people, they're not in trouble as other men. They could do whatever they want, speak and say whatever they want, and they're not in trouble as other men. All right? These people they're not the most moral army in the world. All right? And they're not the chosen people, man. All right? They're Amalekites. All right? And they're fulfilling prophecy. Okay? Because the scripture said that Amalek would be the first of the nations, but his latter end would be that he perished forever. So it is very prophetic that they're in the land of Israel right now, because the scripture says a bastard shall dwell in Ashdod. It says Numbers 24:20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So Amalek, which are those small hatters, which Amalek is the grandson of Esau. So these are Edomites. All right. These people right here that are in the land of Israel right now, that are doing all these nasty things that are being exposed by everybody in every platform of media and every asset of whatever media platform you could think about, from YouTube to Twitch streamers to people on Instagram to the people on Redacted to Nick Fuentes to you know, Candace Owens, to people that play you know, that are, you know, like that one dude, he's some fucking playboy a blackjack player. He's like a gambler type of dude, but basically, you know, he's been exposing the small hatters too, man. There's so much coming out on the small hatters right now, man. It's insane. All right, but these small hatters, they're Edomites, man. They're the grandson of Esau. They're the Amalekites, and the scriptures prophesied that they would be the first of the nations. And how are they the first of the nations? Well, look at their position in the world right now, man. They own all the media. They have a say in every asset of government that you could possibly think of. They own the Federal Reserve. They own basically every major bank that prints out the money. Well, guess what? They're the ones behind it all, man. All right? They own the music industry. Okay? They own BlackRock and Blackstone. All right? And BlackRock and Blackstone, they just bought companies that are in control of your electric companies, man. So guess what? These BlackRock and Blackstone companies that bought all the homes in America, that made it impossible for you Babylonians to buy a house. Well, guess what? Now they're going to start going into your ComEd bill. Now they're going to start going into your electric bill. Now they're going to go into energy companies, man. So these BlackRock, Blackstone, Federal Reserve, I own everything, people, right? That's how they're the first of the nations. And they also are in the land of Israel. They're in the Holy Land as we speak, man. Not only do they damn near own everything, all right, and have a say in everything, but they have also hijacked the holy heritage of the Lord and propped themselves up as the holy people of the Lord, man. And have gotten in the land and used government political entities to catapult themselves to power and make the state of Israel through the Balfour Declaration in 1948. These people are not the chosen people, man. The only scriptures that they're fulfilling is Ezekiel 36:5, all right, and Numbers 24:20, man. They're the first of the nations. It says Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So they're going to be destroyed forever, man. They're going to go into slavery and they're going to be destroyed, man. All right. So all this pride, all this them being not in trouble as other men, very soon that's gonna stop. Very soon, judgment is gonna happen and recompense is gonna go upon their head, man. Because the Lord, look, man, the Lord is not a respecter of person, man. All right, and beyond that, all right, the word of the Lord, it tells you in Psalms 138 that the Lord has magnified his word above all his names. So this word, what he prophesied right here in Numbers 24 and 20 is going to come to pass because the Lord magnified his word above all his name. All right. And heaven and earth is not going to pass, or heaven and earth shall pass away, but his word shall not pass away, man, until it come to pass. All right. So this word will come to pass. The prophecy of Amalek perishing forever will come to pass, man. And we're in the times where it's going to come to pass. All right. Babylon the Great will be destroyed, and so will the small hatters, man. All right. Those are two major areas that are going to be touched by the missiles, the land of Israel and Babylon the Great. The only difference between the land of Israel and Babylon the Great is that the land of Israel is going to be built back up, man. All right. But Babylon the Great is just going to be a desert, a testament of what not to be like, what not to follow. All right. That place is just going to be known as the place of judgment, man. A desert. All right. But hey, man, you know, I just wanted to go into a quick lesson going into this whole situation that happened about a week ago. You know, you had this high-level Israeli government official, Tom ALEXANDROVICH. All right, look up his name, Tom ALEXANDROVICH. All right, a devil, an Amalekite devil that Vocab Malone doesn't speak on, was caught trying to have sex with a 15-year-old child, and Vocab Malone doesn't speak on it. The most moral army in the world, sniper, you know, sniped the child, and nobody, Vocab Malone ain't speaking on it, man. But he is out there reading verses to the Hebrew Israelites, though. He's out there with a mic. You know? That's what he's been paid to do. So with that, Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors unto the apostles, bishops, and elders of the great millstone who taught us his truth. Shalom and Abba Baba. Wakwam Yasharala.